What's up, Eagles Nation? This is Brian with Eagles Real Talk, the flyest covering the Eagles in the game. Thank you for joining me today. It is game day. It is game day, and no, it's not the regular season yet. It's just the preseason, but it's just enough to get excited for because we haven't seen our birds fly in a long time. It's been many months. So if you're just as excited as I am, get in the comments, drop some Eagles emojis, fly Eagles fly, go birds, whatever it is, let me know that you're excited in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. So tonight is a preseason game. So that means the starters aren't going to play that much. But from Nick Sirianni's comments, it looks like they're at least going to get one series and maybe two. So what does that mean for us? We get to see, Hassan Reddick play his first, snaps as an Eagle. We get to see A.J. Brown officially in a number 11 midnight green jersey. We get to see the connection between him and Jalen Hurts. We get to see a lot tonight. Kaiser White, the linebackers, James Bradbury. There's a lot of players that I'm very excited about. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to start off with Jordan Davis, the big man. Yes, I cannot wait to see him throwing guys around and causing havoc on that defensive line. This is going to be his first real game time action as an Eagle, and I'm just very intrigued. I think he's listed as second string right now, but I'm sure they're going to want to see him with the ones. So we'll see how that goes and see how many snaps he gets. I could see him at least getting, a fair amount of snaps in the first quarter at least. So I'm very excited to see Jordan Davis throwing guys around, mauling people out there. I'm also excited for Hassan Reddick. Oh my goodness, he's going to be flying all over the field. He's listed as a linebacker, but we already know he's going to be on that defensive line rushing the passer. But this is where Jonathan Gannon comes in. I hope Jonathan Gannon doesn't, throw him back in pass coverage. He's brought here to rush the passer. He should be rushing the passer 90 to 100% of the time. There should be not many times where we drop him back. Yes, he can do that, but the numbers don't lie. He's obviously more effective when he's rushing the passer. Another player I'm very excited about is Britton Covey. If you would have seen my 53-man roster prediction I posted last week, I already had him on the team. A lot of people weren't talking about Britton Covey at that time, but I recognize that this guy is a speedster. He's crafty when it comes to his route running, and he's a special teams demon. I think he's going to be out there, returning kicks, returning punts at a high clip. I think he's going to get a lot of yards. He's going to give us a great field position this year. We've been having to rely on Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward, even Boston Scott at times, returning punts and kicks. So now we could possibly have a specialist in that area. Supposedly there's a drill in camp. There's a drill in camp where he goes up to catch a punt. He has to hold one ball, throw the other one in the air, catch the other one. It's crazy. He's basically juggling back there, but he's been able to do it. So I'm excited to see his concentration level. I'm going to be very keen on that. See if he's nervous. See if he's just, he just is ready to go out the gate and be our punt return guy. And I see him being, a number 5 or 6 on the depth chart as far as wide receivers go. So I'm very intrigued to see him. And, let's be honest. A.J. Brown is an Eagle. He's the new number 11 in town, and I think everyone is stoked and very excited to see this man ball out. Is he going to have a lot of yards tonight? Probably not, but who knows? He could rip one off down the middle, get a whole bunch of yak, finish this game with a couple catches close to 100 yards. You never know. Him and Jalen Hurts, the report has been on point so far in training camp. In the open practice last Sunday, they had a touchdown as well. So I just can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see it on field against another team other than our Eagles defense. So that's a good segue to go into Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts, he killed it last week in the open practice where fans could go out and see. He had a good week of practice, probably his best week of practice so far. So I think that's going to translate tonight against the Jets. He's going to get 1 to 2 series. I feel like if they go down there, march down the field, get a touchdown, get 6 on that opening drive, they'll probably pull him. That'll probably be enough for them, for the coaching staff. But I could see him playing 1 to 2 series, and I expect good things. I expect to see accuracy. I expect to see him, if he has to run and scramble, I expect him to get down and slide and protect himself. I'm just looking forward to seeing year 3, year 2 starter Jalen really ball out, and it starts tonight. Another player I'm excited to see is Aaron Sipos, okay? Now, Aaron Sipos, I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what type of boot he has this year. Because to be completely frank with you, last year I was very disappointed in his punting ability. He was shanking balls against the Cowboys, against the Bucks at the end of the year. He just had a bad, he just gave us a bad taste in our mouth going into the offseason. A lot of people wanted him out of here, maybe including me, but I'm willing to give him a second chance because he did have a solid year up until the last few weeks of the season. So supposedly he worked on a lot of things. He had a baby last year, so he probably wasn't getting that much sleep. So let's just see how he is this year with that boot. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see him. Nakobe Dean. Okay, I think we're all intrigued by Nakobe. He's a second stringer, so he's going to get, a little bit more time out there. We're going to get to evaluate him as fans, and the coaching staff is looking to evaluate Dean. I think they want to see how fast he is, see if his stature being a smaller linebacker translates from his Georgia days to the NFL. I think they will. I think we have to see something from Nakobe, though. He's been coming on slowly, but he's been coming on. I wouldn't expect him to be full throttle. He's a cerebral linebacker. He uses his brain a lot. So I think he's been taking in the game, asking a lot of questions to the veterans, and just preparing himself mentally for the game, because I think physically, I think he's going to be just fine. So those guys, including our backup quarterbacks. Our backup quarterback situation is a little dicey now. We thought Minshew was going to be a great, backup quarterback. He played well against these Jets who we played tonight last year in regular season action. He got us the dub, but he's had a very bad camp. He's thrown a lot of interceptions. Basically a pick or two a day. It's very concerning. And Reed Sinnett, who's our third stringer, he's been balling out, and supposedly he has a strong arm. He's accurate. I was watching his footwork and drills from the clips that they've posted so far, and I like his footwork. I just like his arm. I think he could possibly be a backup, and maybe we can trade Minshew. Minshew probably, obviously, he wants to be here, but I think he maybe has another opportunity to get more, more playing time on another team. So who knows? We'll see how how injuries and things stack up for other teams, but maybe Reed Sinnett could be our possible backup for Jalen Hurts. I'm also looking forward to seeing Carson Strong. He's another backup fourth string guy. Maybe he can go out there in garbage time duty in the fourth quarter and electrify the crowd in the stands at the Link. So I'm very excited for tonight's game. If you're just as excited, please let me know in the comments. Leave some fire emojis, some Eagles emojis. Let me know your excitement. And let's see our Eagles fly tonight. Go Birds, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. I am Bry. You already know what to do. Keep it real always. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button.